first opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. He's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Tracy now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Check smash. Let's go. Bronco switch. Broncos go.
Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go. Check. Hurt.
They'll stick with him again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. On comes the Packers punting team. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
On the set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
He'll drop to throw. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade reps because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Back to the air one more time. He'll go right and find his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard.
Set. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his
19
team.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
60 Bison. Shut up.
Drive will start on the ground. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open is cracked. He's got it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Viking 18. Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Second.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Uh-oh. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Falcons with the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Here's third and
Panther
7.
60. Panther 60. Down.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Left side here, caught by Addison. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now the try here for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's second and 6. to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Ready! Ready! Hut, hut.
And trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready! Hut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in. Oh, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. His defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up the 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging. Because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
He's got his receiver. It's Jones. He's going to have a Falcons first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The toss, they'll run, and he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go, check. Go, check, go.
And not going to yield a whole lot to about the 28-yard line. A tick under 2 minutes until halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Look him up on a second down and 8.
60 Eagle. Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Street.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Packers first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go!
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Come on.
They'll put Addison in motion.
19 tight.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that?
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. He gets free. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Falcons are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now for Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. He'll drop to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Go!
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. Second time they've connected on this drive. And 19 yards out of this one.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Here we go, here we go!
He'll get this out to the left flat.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here we go, shot!
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Set, go!
Back to the air one more time. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Open man, left side. He's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. Sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Hut, hut.
And he's in. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready, set.
First and 10.
Hiking 18. Go.
Back to throw here to begin. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Check. Hut.
Blown back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's inside the 40. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big gainer for Green Bay. A pickup of 44 yards. They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Lion. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Ready.
Second and 7.
Hurt. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Gator on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Street.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line set up second and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Now. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here we go.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. They're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and 10.
Alert. Alert. Alert.
Now a give up the middle. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Set.
To the right. That's Pitts. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They'll send him over to the left. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Come on, set. Ready, right?
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side, he's got it. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
Panther 6
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll turn and hand this one off. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. And he will score again. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's his third touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Falcons stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tracy now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready, break!
They'll break the huddle.
18 Cardinal,
It's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit, and he has lost the football. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Here's a
60
third
Eagles,
down
60
and
Eagles.
4.
Hey, smash Bronco! Send!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check go.
Back to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Falcons are going to get the football at their own 23.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go.
Sending a receiver right.
Hut, hut.
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pack. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And the Packers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
19 Tiger, 19, chop 60, chop 60. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is hot downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons.